Hi, this is Emily Hurst. Thank you for joining me for the screencast on finding Creative Commons licensed content through sources such as Flickr. Today we're specifically going to be looking at finding Creative Commons licensed images, and that's why we're beginning today here in Flickr.com. There are many websites that are out there that provide access to creative content licensed materials, but this is one of the best for finding photographs or photography that may meet your needs and is open to reuse to the public thanks to Creative Commons licensing. So to start out with today, we're just in Flickr.com, and in order to get to search for just Creative Commons licensed material, we do need to go to the advanced search options. So let's begin by just clicking on search, and this will take us into Flickr's search page where we can find the option for advanced search. Let's go ahead and click on advanced search. And from within advanced search, we can begin to build our search using keywords, and then we can select Creative Commons material options here at the bottom. So let's go ahead. Our keyword for today is going to be bakery. We're just going to be looking for images from bakeries that are labeled for Creative Commons license. So let's type in our keyword there, bakery. The most important thing to remember is that not all the material in Flickr is Creative Commons licensed. Individuals have the ability to put their own licensing restrictions on the images in Flickr. So at this point, we want to narrow down our search so that we're only looking in Creative Commons licensed content. This will allow us to find images that we could reuse as long as we are meeting the criteria specified in Creative Commons license. So let's go ahead and click on the first option here, only search within Creative Commons licensed content. You'll notice there's two other links below which allow you to look for images that are more apt for using for commercial purposes, or if you were interested in modifying someone else's original work. For our purposes, we're only looking for images that we could reuse again in possibly a presentation, and for that reason we're going to click with the search within Creative Commons licensed content. Let's go ahead and click search. Now we're going to be looking for our bakery image. And here you can see we've gotten several results back right away, just that match the term Creative Commons licensed content, and they match the keyword for bakery. So let's go ahead and click on one of these images that we may be interested in reusing. So let's click on this top one here. Very nice looking bake shop, and here we have some more information about the image. But directly below this, we can see the type of licensing that this image has been given by the creator. So we can go ahead and click on where it says some rights reserved, and we'll find out a little bit more about this image and how we can use it. This Creative Commons license allows for it to be reused as long as an attribution is given to the author, or the original creator. So in this case, we could reuse the photo as long as we were to say that the original author's name, and in this case we could use their Flickr information. Additionally, this user has put on non-commercial, so I could not use this image if I wanted to make money off of a derivative work. And for that matter, I cannot make a derivative work. I cannot alter or transform this original option in any way. I am free to share, copy, distribute, or transmit the work as long as I grant attribution information to the author. So let's go ahead and go back to our image, and we'll look and see that this image was taken by the user here, Robin Lee. So we would be able to give this user proper attribution if we were to put it into one of our own presentations. So that's one of the easiest ways to find Creative Commons licensed material through a site such as Flickr. Let's take a moment now and go to another favorite search resource, and that is Google. Go to google.com, and from within Google, we're actually going to go to the image search specifically. So we're going to click on images, and just like we did before in Flickr, we're going to look for a bakery. but we do want to change some of our advanced settings. So at the top right of the Google image search, we can go to Advanced Image Search. And by clicking on this, we get the same keyword search that we saw before, but we can go down and we can customize this even further. So we can look for specific sizes for an image. We could look for a specific aspect ratio if we were really trying to fill a hole in a presentation that we were doing. We can also search within a specific site from here. So we could go back and search for Flickr through Google again. And we'll also look at some of these color options when we go in just a moment. But here is the area under usage rights, which will allow us to find some materials that are labeled for reuse. So let's go ahead and click on Only Images Labeled for Reuse, and some conditions might apply. You could read some more information, but you can see that they have some of the same features that the Creative Commons license did have. Directly below in this advanced search, I wanted to make sure that I pointed out you can search for specific file types, specifically for images here. Let's go ahead and do the image search now for bakery, and we're looking for some images that are labeled for reuse in Google. And here we have our results that come right back. We can see that there are a fair number of images that have been labeled for reuse and do feature bakeries. Something that is really neat about Google image search that you can add or apply, just to narrow down your results a little bit further, you could go in and look for images in only something like black and white. So now we're looking at images of bakeries in black and white. You can also, and they also match the usage, they are labeled for reuse. We could also go further, if we didn't want to use black and white, we may be looking for a specific color. Let's try green. Images of bakeries now that feature the color green and are labeled for reuse. So there's quite a few of those. And within Google, you have the ability to narrow your search. Again, you can look for certain types of photo, clip art, maybe only images that have faces. And again, we have our reusage rights. We can go ahead and change our rights there if we wanted to, look for sizes. And I'm going to go ahead and just go back and go to the very top and show you that you can also look for a specific size if you did have a certain size for your area that you were trying to fill using these images. So that's just a brief overview of searching both Flickr and Google for images, specifically those labeled for reuse. We also took a look at some of the information that you can find from Google Images using some of the results limiters where you can narrow down your results based on color and size. And I hope this information was helpful for you. Go ahead and stop there, and please take a look at our other screencasts as we have a great many to choose from. Thank you.